Boy, we getting ready to get started here. We're gonna have a good show today. I got something to talk about. I listened to my boy Roland today. Well, a couple of days ago, and he brought someone on his show that we're probably gonna talk about here. That's all I gotta say for now, man, until the show starts.
Well, tell the truth, leadership. And is the truth, is it education worth it? And test tax discounts for the millionaires and billionaires.
All righty, we'll see you on the after here. We'll be back.
Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
All right, let's get started here. Man, it's amazing, man, how people can Monday morning quarterback. They can Monday morning quarterback real good. Now I like my
Big
brother.
time, bro. Big time.
Yeah, I like my brother Roland, but he's a Monday morning quarterback. If you ever were one, he always bringing up some stuff here. But I have to look at him because sometimes he says some good stuff. Well, this particular show that he had on, he had this young guy on who was um, he was a numbers guy, I guess you might call him, and he had done some extensive research on the election and what the heck happened. And what he found out in the aftermath of the election and who voted for who and who did what. And he gave some very interesting information out there that we're probably going to pass down to some of you all. Right now, we're hearing a knucklehead talk about he has a mandate. Well, I don't know if you can call what he got as a mandate because uh, Miss Harris, she come out with 73 million votes. That was more than Biden got against him in 2020.
73.
70, 73 million votes.
Biden got 81 million.
Huh?
Biden got 81 million.
He got 81. Well, according to them, he said that he didn't get that she got more than Biden did when he ran in 2020. So it looks like his information is flawed because I didn't even check it out. I'm just saying what he said. This is the guy that was sitting on Roland's show, and I'm quoting what he said because I wrote down some notes. So, and well,
And she got
maybe
more than
everything else he
73.
said is flawed too. Then because he said that there was 71% of the male votes went to Kamala Harris. And he said it wasn't the male vote and everything that really caused her to lose.
Oh
Uh,
man, whoever that is, man,
yeah,
did
he was.
Roland cut him
I'm
off?
telling you what he was saying, and I was kind of halfway asleep when he said it, so I was listening to him. And Roland had him on the show, and he never said, "Man, you lying. That's not true." But this is according to what his survey was. I'm telling you exactly what he said because I got the notes I wrote right down here. And he was saying that that our that the message and stuff that we were giving to our voters and stuff was somewhat flawed, and that we had our messaging was kind of mixed and stuff, and it wasn't exactly the kind of message that some of the people and everything should have gotten. Which, in a way, I kind of agree and stuff with that and everything because we did not really come out and give a very good messaging to the different groups and stuff that were out there. He also said that the messages and stuff that most that he got and stuff through his survey was that 65% of the men out there and who were voters and stuff and everything thought that men should be the head of the household, and that 50 some percent of the black women said men should be head of the household, and that could have been kind of a catchphrase and stuff and everything for saying that they didn't want no black woman or a woman and stuff and everything telling them what to do, which I don't think that the message that was put out there. He also mentioned that most of that messaging and stuff probably came from the churches and stuff and everything because most of the ministers in the church preach that message: men should be the head of the household. So we had a messaging problem, and I'm pretty sure it is. But you have to give her credit and stuff and everything because she had to put forth a hell of a campaign, man, in about 100 days, and that wasn't a lot of time and everything to really um, do a good job and stuff as far as campaigning. That they were in a big rush to get stuff done, so everything could not have gotten done. So I have to give them a buy on that. I really do. I thought that for the time that she had, she did one hell of a job. But I'm gonna get to the Monday morning quarterback. Roland thought that the event in Philadelphia was overhyped. He thought there was too much money spent on that event, and that probably was one of the reasons and stuff why she lost because the white folks in her campaign, this Julianne O'Malley or whatever her name is, did not listen to him. And he was telling him we need to spend that money, take that money that you were spending for that big event in Philadelphia and give the money to the black folks and the black community in Philadelphia. Go Roller. That's my Monday morning quarterback for him. And he said that the event in Houston that they did a couple of days before that was overhyped also, and that the money should have been spent in the black community, and that the white folks didn't listen to the black people who was on her campaign.
She got
Go roll,
92% of the female black vote, and she
go
got
roll.
80% of the male black vote. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, now I'm just telling you what Roland said on this part. Now there's other guy and stuff. He was supposed to have been some guru, some expert and stuff on pulling forth numbers and stuff in the campaign. What happened in the campaign? So anyway, that was his uh,
The
viewpoint
total
on it.
vote that Kamala Harris had was 74,999,166, 48.3% of the vote. Donald Trump got 49 point something. So 73 million, that's a big difference. It was 74, almost 75 million. And Joe Biden had gotten, it was short, 6,285,500 short. So I don't know where this guy got his statistics from and what have you. I'm getting this from the official election data.
Well, this was his numbers he threw out there. I got my notes right here and I wrote them down. So
And
I'm gonna
then,
go back. I'm gonna go back and listen to him again, what he had to say, and I'm pretty sure everything I got down here is what the heck he said. But like I said, I was really mostly concerned and stuff about what that Monday morning quarterback that Roland had to say, that they should have listened to him on the last days, and he knew that something was wrong on the last days because they was spending too much money. and
she
the
got,
white folks and the white folks didn't listen to the black people in the campaign. And he talked about all the white folks who was in charge, who was the head.
he's not being
anyway,
truthful. He's not being
anyway,
truthful.
anyway, that's what Roland Martin had to say.
That's
I
all
had
you
to,
got?
huh?
You got some more stuff?
No, I got some more, but go ahead. I just wanted
All
to get
right.
rid of that
Well,
Monday morning quarterback because I have to laugh about him because he likes the Monday morning quarterback posts and criticize people and what they done. Now, if she had a won, I wonder what he would have said then. He couldn't have Monday morning quarterback then. He probably would have said, "Well, I told him what to do, and they did it, so that's why we won."
well, I don't care about,
He sound
Roland
like
is,
he sound
Roland's
like
okay sometimes.
he sound like my boy the Rev. He always got something negative to say about what folks have done. Anyway, what you got, Ted?
Well, America, and I'm talking about all the people, not just black people, tell the truth. Tell the truth. And why should we trust leadership? Because we don't have a plan, we don't have a goal. The American experiment is exactly what we're treating it as, an experiment. Now, we're supposed to be a democracy, and we are a republic, meaning representation in each district. We have representatives that represent us. And that's the game plan that we should have. However, we know there's gerrymandering and all of that in a lot of these black communities and other communities. However, it's bigger than that. China has a 500-year plan. Here we are, we have a quarter plan every quarter. When is somebody going to say, we cannot do these things because our relationship with the world is too dire? We have, in order for us to grow and keep our GDP high, we have to deal with the world. We got to trade. We have to travel. They have to travel to our land because tourism is a multi-billion-dollar industry. People have to be felt welcome here. And we want to be felt welcome when we go somewhere. We have to have a plan. I don't care if it's a 20-year plan, a 30-year plan, a 50-year plan. These politicians, they all good at all of them. Oh, by 2030, we're going to have this. By 2050, we're going to have this. And by 2020, we're going to have that. But yet still, we don't stick to the plan. You just had this 47 person just eliminate all kind of stuff that Joe Biden had planned for 10 years. Wake up, leadership. Program these American people, hey, this is the plan. And the plan should be coming from all over the country. You got representatives. There should be conversations about where we're headed the next 200 years. Now, I know y'all look at us, you might spend a few minutes and then click us off or whatever, and don't bother to like us and all of that. But I know a lot of people, because stuff that we talk about, either we are prophets or predictors or something, because y'all be following everything, almost everything we be talking about. So now you need to follow this. Get a plan. What's that saying? Fail to plan, what? So you guys need to sit down with these politicians, Republicans, conservatives, Democrats, and have a bona fide plan for the American, not only people, but for this country, as far as uh, roads, bridges, mass transportation, jobs, manufacturing, farming. This don't make no sense. You got farmers, they say farmers are closing shop by the hundreds, thousands. We don't need our small farmers to go out of business. We don't need our large farmers to go out of business. You allowed those in the 1980s and up until President Obama came in office, y'all was transferring all your businesses overseas. Because cheaper labor and less taxes. We need to have a plan. Now, maybe you don't care. Maybe, the white tea people, y'all call yourself white. You ain't really white, but you call yourself white. No, you're Irish, you're Italian, you're Polish, you're European, you're Dutch. You're not white. Just like we're not black. We're descendants from Africa or the Indian nation or from your blood. We need to have a plan, and all American people need to be involved as well. We cannot be playing these games. The great American experience is failing because y'all don't sit down. It's your responsibility to have some goals and some plan and stick to it so that the rest of the world know what we're doing and what we're going to do and what we're planning to do. We're the greatest nation in the world, the most prosperous country in the world. And we're only 25%. Come on, man, we can do better. Somebody with some brains and youth need to start stepping up, because these old coots that's in the office now, they need to go sit down. And if you really love America, and I ain't talking about all these little weird, stupid issues about gender issues and, trying to make immigration a wedge issue and all that stuff so that you can win your next 2 years or your next 6 years. This is not a joke. You hear me out there? I'm talking to you. Leadership, Wake it up. Because I'm concerned about my grandkids and my soon-to-be my great grandkids. What else you got? I got some more stuff I want to talk about, but you go
Oh
ahead.
man, we got there's a whole lot out there. There was an interview and stuff done. Don Lemon has his own show called, well, I guess he called it the Lemon Nation or something. And he got his own little podcast show, and he invited Joy Reid to come on and did an interview with her for about 45 minutes last week. And one of the topics that he talked about was he asked her and stuff what happened, and she didn't really come out and say exactly what she thought or whatever, because I guess she's still under contract and everything and stuff with him, because I had no idea, but she had just signed a contract extension when they decided to terminate her show. So she's still under contract with them for at least another year, I guess. So she must be still getting money from MSNBC, that they're still paying her after they done fired her. But she had a very interesting conversation with Don Lemon. I hadn't did a lot of looking at Don Lemon, especially after he got on CNN and he was coming on late in the evening, and I never hardly watched his show at all. But I guess he's
He
got
comes on at
himself.
10 o'clock and 5 o'clock.
I don't know. I never looked at him. I never even thought about going to CNN and watching him before they
He's not on
did.
CNN.
Huh?
He's not on CNN now.
I know it. He's got his own show. That's what I'm saying. I didn't see him when he was on CNN. I never watched him. I
I call him
never.
every once in a while.
Yeah, but I never watched him at all. But I did listen to his thing because he had Joy Reid on it, and I wanted to find out. And the topic and stuff of the thing was Joy Reid and what had happened. So I wanted to find out from her mouth and stuff exactly what happened, because she never said. Anyway, she didn't give a whole lot other than the fact that she was caught by surprise, and that she had heard about her firing and stuff and everything, that she was going to be fired through a rumor. Some one of their folks and stuff and everything, who was a journalist and everything, who came to MSNBC periodically, put the word out that and told her folks who work for her that, hey, they're getting rid of you guys' show. And she didn't know anything about it. And after she had came in to work and everything, her people told us, hey, there's a rumor out that your show was going to be taken off. And she was surprised too, and said, "Nah, I don't, they just gave me a contract." So, and she was just, I think the week before that, she had an award for doing a good show and everything on. Man, she was just flabbergasted because she thought that she was doing all right. So, and he asked her and stuff about Simone and Michael Steele, because I guess they're the ones who were taking over her slot there on MSNBC, and she said that she has no animosity for them at all. Said she hoped that they do very well, which I would have thought that she would have said. But he kept bugging her about, well, can you say anything about? And then he finally come out and said, was it racism? And she said, well, I can't say it was, because they put Simone and Michael Steele in my spot. So how in the heck can I say it was racism? And then he asked her, he said, well, was it because you were sympathetic toward the Palestinians? And she said, well, I don't know about that. So,
I can tell you exactly what it was.
well,
She
Don said
did.
too.
She did a 10-minute blast. I mean, absolutely merciless blast on Trump and JD Vance and Musk. It must have been 10, 15 minutes. I mean, she ripped them a new, excuse my French, asshole. And I said, damn, Joy, after she finished. I say that might be it for her.
Yeah.
I said that myself. I said, I mean, she's come hard on them, but not that hard. I mean, it was so hard. And the next day, it was Musk and Trump, all of them was on her butt. She needs to be fired. And you know they was coming after MSNBC anyway.
Yeah, well, they've
So
been out.
so
Well,
they deliberately came after her. Even Fox News was coming after her. They was doing expo. They was doing little snippets of her, and then they'll dog her. You know, so she's a powerful woman when it comes to words. She knows how to put that stuff together, bro. And when and she was on. They were on her bad side, and she just told them a new asshole, and that's why she got fired, bro.
well,
And then
let's
when I
get.
say fired, she's not really fired. What they probably told her, because see, she's one of the first black people that was allowed to give a serenata. They did a whole thing on her for almost 30 minutes. It might have been a whole hour. I don't remember, but I know it was 30 minutes long. And your girl Madoff, the other girl that comes on at 4 o'clock, and
Oh,
then
you know, I know you're
you
talking
had
about. Yeah,
and they was
Joel.
giving her all her flowers.
Yeah.
So
Well, they were.
of course
She had
Madoff was
mentioned.
very 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 hurt.
Yeah, well, she had mentioned that they had. I guess Phil Griffin was her first president and stuff and everything who put them together. Those girls, Joy Reid, uh, all of them who were on that panel and stuff during the election times. And he had put them all together and everything, and to find out how they were going to mold together as a group. And she said everybody just mold together. It just became a a a a festival almost. And then the other black lady and stuff who took over after he had left and everything, she continued on with that whole thing. And she said she was just surprised that they just tore that, reached into that group and grabbed her out of there and everything and took her away and used another black woman, I guess, to do it. So she said
I
she's
don't
a.
think they really, to be honest with you, I don't think they really fired her. I think they just sort of kind of told her, we'll pay you your contract, and you just lay low, and everybody's pushing her to have her own show. But having her own show is a hustle, and you got to build up a whole lot of followers, and you got to be a personality. Joy is not a personality. Joy is a intellectual. She's a fact person.
Well, right now, I guess at first it kind of hurt her real bad. But I guess as the days have gone by and she's having her spiritual whatever to find out what the heck's going on and where she needs to go at from here, she thinks that they did her a favor now by getting her out of there so she can go out and start doing her own thing because according to her and the Don Lemon, this this new platform that they are doing where people are out there podcasting, I guess is the next thing. It's coming down the pipe, and everybody's doing it. So she thinks that hey, this network television stuff they got going on is a lost art and it's dying off. So she's glad that they pushed her out there, and she's going to have her own show now. On she's going to use these platforms out there, YouTube, and this thing called
Stack.
Substacks, Substack, or whatever that is. I never heard of it. I'm just listening to her when she said it. and she's going to be on that and everything. And
You have to pay for it.
Huh?
You have to pay for it.
You have to pay for it? Oh, okay. I didn't know because I hadn't
Now, I
heard of
don't
that
know if
before.
she will. More popular people, you know, they want the most popular people on there, you know. But if we wanted to be on there, we would have to pay for it.
Mm.
But
Well,
somebody that's very popular because they know it's going to bring in revenue.
mm. Well, according to Don and stuff, he was telling her, giving her some advice by moving into this thing that's going on now. He told her that when he first started out and was going to do that, he said he went out and spent a lot of money on a studio and finding producers and all this other stuff and everything. And he said he found out after he had started doing that his people, the audience and stuff, were telling him that they didn't even want to see him in the studio. So right now he does his show right there in his living room. And every time I've seen him, he's been in his living room doing his show, sitting down there having a glass of wine and doing his thing. So he said his folks like it that way and everything.
He did his show at restaurants, bro, and all that.
Yeah, he said
Having breakfast.
he said he just footloose and fancy free. He said, ain't no sense of spending all that money. So he told her, don't spend all that money. Find you a spot in your house that you like and you love and you enjoy and you feel comfortable with. You said, don't even worry about putting on any makeup, anything like that, fixing yourself all up.
No, that's her trademark, bro. She can't do that. That's her damn trademark.
Yeah, he was just giving her advice. So whether she take it or not, that's up to her. But I'm just saying what he told her. But they did have a good show. I really enjoyed listening to her and also to Don and what he was talking about. And I think I'm gonna start watching them if I can, if they own some free stuff. And she's talking about that she's going to do a daily thing and stuff and everything. And she asked Don what time was his show going to be coming on, do a live thing, and she's going to do a live thing also, and also record it so people can see it. You know, if they don't see the live part of it, so they already setting up a time slot for each one of them. He said, "I don't want to interfere with you and your audience, and I don't want my audience to interfere with you. So this is the time I'm gonna be on. What time are you picking?" And he picked his time. He said, "Okay, I picked them the next hour." So anyway, they out there collaborating.
Well, moving on. And, you know, Joy be fine. Here's the deal. I want to know, is it official? Because I just read a report that 1,000 people bought a 5 million gold card. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's the report. 1,000 people bought a 5 million gold card. Come over to this country. And that's just the beginning, bro. That's $5 billion. That's all that is. Now, is it true that Musk is giving people to vote for this judgeship
Yep.
$100?
Yep. Yes, sir.
That should be
Remember,
against the law.
well, he isn't because he did it in the election that we had. And he was giving people $1 million. He was passing out $1 million and stuff and everything, and they took that to court. And the judge said it was okay for him to do it. Right there in Pennsylvania, he was telling people, I'm giving out $1 million to drawing $1 million every day to people and stuff who are going to be out there voting for Trump. And they brought the lawsuit and everything against him and everything, and took it to court, and he won it. The judge said he can do it. So whatever he's doing now, already been.
We're living in the era of stupidity.
Yep.
One more thing here. Is education really worth? And this I'm reading on information I got from Bryant University, where our girl went to. $70 million a year And then once if you get all kinds of programs to get that, it'll bring it down to about 40,000, I'm sorry, $70,000 a year. And then it can go down as low as $40,000 a year. Is it really worth it? If you can afford it, yeah, it's worth it. And the school is admirable and all of that. I went to a little 13,000 community school, and I took all kind of classes to educate myself: political science, philosophy, all kinds of business courses, communication courses, all kind of things that taught me and gave me a critical thinking mind to read between the lines, go beyond reading between the lines and doing your research. Because when you're in college, you have to do a lot of research papers, a lot of reports. And it gives you a sense of your learning, but it gives you a sense of research and always digging into the fine print, the index, the notes, all of that. And then you dig into that so that you can have a better understanding of what you're writing about, or even what you're learning. So it gives you a chance to grow up as a human being, as an adult. Because when you're out there, you don't really, and working 8 hours a day and 10 hours or 12 hours, you don't have time to do that. You're tired. But while you're in school, hopefully, some of y'all might be working a part-time job. I play ball. But the point is, you got to put the work in so that you can learn and become to know yourself. That's what the Bible says. Know thyself. You know what you like and what you don't like. And that's what you're learning. Now it's expensive. Now when I went to school, I don't think I paid $5,000 total.
Score all mini price Domino's pizzas for half off when you order online. This week only.
Go ahead.
Order now.
I don't think I paid $5,000 total for my education. Might have been a little bit more. But the bottom line is, nowadays, it ain't cheap. Even if you go to a state school like I did.
Well, when we were going to that was big money. That was a lot of money. And right now, that's
What's
like
that noise,
chicken,
man?
that's like chicken feet, huh?
What's that noise?
I can't hear anything.
The noise.
Can you hear something?
Yeah, it's a ringing bell.
Oh. Do you still hear it?
No.
Oh, okay. I think I got a little mice or something going on around here, or raccoon or something. I don't know. And he's bothering me, so every now and then I'll turn on. They got this thing that you can get on YouTube where you can do a high pitched sound, and anything around it, it'll run them away, dogs or whatever. So I was searching for it and everything because I keep hearing some outside noise or something and everything. So I just found it. That's probably what you heard. You can't hear it and stuff. You're not supposed to hear it, but evidently my microphone picked it up. Anyway, on as we go on, uh, I'm still upset, and I know a lot of other people are still upset about this Schumer thing. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be that's going to be around for a while. And I think that everybody is predicting and stuff that he is going to get through this mess that he did, and he'll still be the minority leader and stuff and everything there in the Senate. But I thought that by now maybe all this thing for him being told to step down and everything would go away. But for some reason or another, it hasn't gone away. And people are still upset about what the heck he done. And he's still trying to justify what he did by saying, well, we couldn't have gotten anything. Well, if you don't try, you can't get nothing. So that drum beat and everything for him to be thrown out of his job and everything, it hasn't died down at all. So I'm glad to see other folks out there and everything, just like you had said earlier, that we need some strong leaders, that these knuckleheads, older men and stuff who are still doing politics from the 1980s need to get the heck out of the daggone job and let some of the younger folks and stuff handle it, because politics in 1985 you can't bring to 2025 and expect it to work. And we need new leadership there. I'm pretty sure that that's probably why you're seeing a lot of people out there who are coming to see AOC and all of these events that her and Bernie Sanders and stuff are doing around the country. I guess that they were in Denver and stuff last night and everything, and said that their going crowd was just humongous. So we we need to get people out there who gonna fight, Ted. If you're not gonna fight, if you're just gonna give it up, you don't need to be a politician. You really don't. You watch them Republicans, they sitting out there and they don't care what the heck it is, they gonna fight. Whether it's right or wrong, they gonna fight. And us sitting down there thinking that we need to be honorable is not getting it. I saw a survey and stuff on out there and everything that says that, would you like to have Schumer to be your boss or be a leader out there, or Al Green to be a leader? And guess who won? Al Green. And they censored him. But people out there want to see Democrats fight. They don't want to see nobody just toot their behind up. You need to fight. And I believe that Schumer is out of touch with what the heck is going on out there in this world right now. He is totally out of touch, and he does not need to be the leader and stuff of the Senate. But he might keep that job and everything, and same old stuff be going on for the Democrats and everything. So I don't know. I'm just upset about it. I don't care what the heck it is, whether he thought it was right or whether it was wrong. Sometimes you got to stand up and fight, no matter what. That's my thing. Next.
Well, there's a strong argument that's going about that Trump is attacking the American mind. This man is a shrewd manipulator, shrewd con man. And the thing is that I was reading this article, and it's amazing how people see all of this stuff that's going on, and they know what's going on. They know what's going on. They see it. And these journalists is out there. They write about it. They say, and they can see it because they're getting reports on it. And this man is using all the things that he tool in his box. He has that Stephen Miller, who's another evil person. He got Steve Bannon. He's got all of these, and then there's Lutnick. He's crazy as a Buxy bug. So he's got all of his cronies around him. He got about a dozen people that's feeding him all kind of mess, and they're using every tactic that they possibly can. And if people don't watch out, he gonna have the whole nation, and it's already almost is just divided. They're trying to scrum up right now to get the black people to get out there and march. He's trying to find a way. What can they do? Don't fall for the trap. That's all I gotta say. Don't fall for the trap. Because if you get out there, then the police gonna come. All those people been marching for the last 2 weeks, marching and protesting, all out there. You don't even see it on the news. You gotta go on. You gotta go on YouTube. No police is in sight. And if they are there, they're behind the scenes. But let some black folks get in there. It's gonna be a mess. Don't fall for the trap. That's all I gotta say. If you fall for the trap and start marching,
I gotta say something about this because it bothers me that this has happened. There's something going on out there about, and I mentioned this about a couple of months ago, that there's a drumbeat out there that Stacey Abrams took $2 billion from some agency out there. And I thought this whole thing was just going to go away. But doing my search there on YouTube, there was a video that was put out that tried to make this thing seem like it was absolutely true. I mean, this 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 person and stuff who put this thing out, I had no idea who he was or whatever it was, but he had this video out and he had almost 200 and some thousand views and stuff on that video, and it seemed almost absolutely real, almost. But I couldn't. But he got to a point and everything to where they had a meeting and they were putting Stacey Abrams on trial. And he was narrating about what she was saying and what the other folks were saying, and that Elon Musk was in the meeting and everything and stuff with him. They brought him in, and they brought some lady in from Politico, who was supposed to have been a liberal political news outlet out there, and brought her in to substantiate the fact that she found out that Stacey Abrams and stuff and her organization took this money. It seemed real to it, but after it got down to so far, there was a few flaws and stuff in it and everything that most people and stuff wouldn't see or hear, but I did. And when he started saying what Stacey Abrams would have said, and I know Stacey, she is an attorney and she's a very smart person, and she would not have said what the heck he said that she said. It is amazing to this stuff that is going on out here that is not real at
guerrilla
all.
marketing, bro. That's all that is. Guerrilla
Yes, it
marketing.
is, man. And but I just wanted to bring up the fact and everything that it looks and sounds real. These people got this stuff out there and using this AI, and this stuff sounds absolutely real, and it is not. And if you aren't aware of it, you can fall for the okey doke. And some of our folks out there who are weak minded, who are not strong enough and everything to think about what they're going on, they can get sidetracked and everything and come out there and say, yeah, Stacey Abrams stole $2 billion. And she never did. But they're trying to say that she did. And they're throwing this mess out here. So
That's
you
why
folks out there
I
need to be aware.
That's why I love Jasmine Crockett. When they came at her, she was on TikTok and said, I want y'all to hear it from the horse's mouth. And she told them exactly. They tried to get her on talking about, oh, she said, because they talking about giving y'all $5,000. That ain't no money. And they didn't even play the whole quote of what she said. They just
Some
played
of our
that
folks
part.
said $5,000 is a lot of money.
What I'm saying is they didn't play the whole quote. She didn't say that. She didn't say that. So she came right out with them. She also came out about her education. You got to fight fire with fire. When they come at you, you got to come right back at them. Same thing with Stacey. Stacey came on, she was on CNN, and she denied it and explained what exactly went down. But you can't just do it. You can't just do it one time. You got to continue to do it.
Right. And that's why when they narrated the thing about her being on this stand and what she said, I said, that ain't Stacey. I don't care what they're going on. She is not going to say something like that.
That's because you know Stacey. A lot of people don't know Stacey.
Yeah, she's not going to do that. That woman is highly intelligent. There's no way in the world she would have said what that man said. That's why I knew it was fake. But it sounded good, Ted, up until that point. Anyway, that's what's going on out there, people. Don't believe the okie doke. There's a mess out there.
One of the things, I'm going to get back to my messing with the people's mind. The one thing that you have to realize is that there is like I was saying, that he have his people around him. Well, one of the people that he has is Teal and J.D. Vance. Now, according to this article, they're libertarians. And libertarians is a whole different ball game than Republicans. And they're doing things on purpose because, as far as they're concerned, everything should be no government at all. That's their goal. That's the libertarians' goal. Everything shouldn't even have a government or very limited government. That's their goal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's almost like I can't think of the lady's name, and the past speaker. You know, a lot of these people believe that everything should be monetized. Everything, including the military.
Well, I guess, Ted. Hey, we're at the end here. You got any final word, Ted?
I'm still baffled. I'm just asking the few people that listen to us: is a college degree worth it?
Oh yeah.
And I think it is. If you don't have self-study, if you don't have the discipline to study for yourself and learn and read books and what have you. But when you're writing stuff down and putting a report down, It might not be perfect, but at least you have thought about it and talked about the issues. So, and I think, it's good. You can finish, there's people that's finished college in 3 years, 2 years, but I think it's worth it, especially if you get you a bona fide skill that you can monetize on, like as an accountant or engineer, and those types of things, and then move on up. If you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, that's additional education. If you want to get your MBA and that kind of thing, and get specialty in the business field, you can get your specialty in the business field in the undergrad, but then you get more advanced from there. If you want to be a social worker, if you want to be a nurse, all of those things. So it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. But it's always, you can do other things and take trade schools and that kind of thing, if college is not for you. But I'm going to tell you, I really appreciate it. I'm grateful that I was able to get that opportunity to do those 4 years, because I learned a lot about myself and I learned a lot. Plus, I played ball, which was enjoyable.
Well, I hope you guys have been looking at this college basketball here and everything. We got some exciting stuff going on here, people. Very exciting stuff going on.
Yeah, I got to find out who's winning the game, bro.
Yeah, man. We
Because
got
Duke is playing now.
well, Duke is beating up on whoever they're playing today. But it's interesting, man, and what happened yesterday. Very interesting yesterday.
What you talking about, Arkansas?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a
Arkansas
good
beat
game,
St.
bro.
John.
That was a good game, bro.
Yeah, it was a good game. Well, they must have Arkansas must have did a pretty good job to them and everything, because they beat them by what, almost 9 points.
Well, it wasn't that close.
Yeah, they beat them pretty good. I see Auburn, he done did their thing and everything yesterday. Tennessee did their thing. Texas Tech, hey, I don't know. And then Wisconsin lost. Michigan, hey man, we gotta. It's gonna be a mess out there. But Duke, man, they beating
Next
somebody
weekend
up.
gonna be good, bro.
Yeah, Duke beating somebody real bad, man. They beating up on Baylor and stuff real bad.
They beating them up real bad.
Yeah, they beat up on it real bad. Looks like Florida and stuff and everything. I think they got their they
Yeah, they
barely
won.
got UConn. Yeah, they beat UConn. They barely got them though. It was a close game. They only won by 2 points. Yep. So hey, people, the NCAA is on.
This is one of my favorite times of the year, because this is when NBA step up their game, because they all fighting for positions in the playoffs. And then you got this going on now. So and
Yeah.
then the real season start when the playoffs start
Yeah.
for
Well,
the NBA.
whoever comes out of this is going to be in their Sweet 16 here coming up in just a little bit. Yeah, they are going to 16 and then 8. 16 on what, Thursday and Friday, and then the Elite 8 on Saturday and Sunday. Hey, getting close, man, to that Final Four. Getting close. So I don't know. It looks like it's Michigan and stuff going to run into a buzzsaw here their next game. Yeah, I forgot who they playing.
Who they playing?
Huh?
Who they playing?
I don't know yet. They had them down there yesterday. I saw who it was, but I forgot who they were playing. But that game that they're going to be doing probably going to be a tough game. Real tough. So we'll see. Anyway, people, we enjoyed you, and we'll see you guys and stuff next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.